Every turbo that I had here, basically.
Now you got clearance.
Yeah, now I got clearance for everybody. Both.
You could clock it 360 degrees, no
clock
problem.
It up, the discharge up, or the discharge down.
Nice. Perfect.
Minor oversight in planning, but the imagination can only go so far. We don't have CAD or...
You're just getting too confident in yourself there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it, man. I need a break.
Yeah, you'll get a kick out of it. One of the comments on it was, this guy's a happy ending.
Oh, take a look, doctor. A minor turbocharged hysterectomy.
Wow, look at that. That fits in there perfect, huh?
We know to make a few sloppy parts that fit nice.
Mr. Aesthetics.
Why not?
Finally answered that phone, I see.
Well, I can't answer the phone when I'm machining, but
I see you're continuing your research on proving the 9/11 Commission report there.
Yeah.
Did it warp this time?
No. Found the secrets.
I'm telling you, just use thermite to cut it. Cuts much better and faster. Beat on it.
Yeah.
Don't forget to use the other manifold to do your beating with. You don't get a hammer. So the hollowness gives you a nice feel for the bending.
Buffer.
Yeah.
There, starting to move now. Let's see.
Oh, look, you got your paper template and everything. You want it exact within a thousandth of an inch.
9.
You got it?
Okay, hold on.
Dial it in. Plug
How many
it in.
thousandths?
What, I'll give you 2/1000ths of an
2
inch.
thousandths? Hold
Yeah.
on, let me erase that. We're ready to bend it some more and trim it a lot more. Results.
I'll go use that saw as a sander again and finish it off.
Catch it on.
I mean, is it meant to be used like that, or is that just a...
I mean, if you don't care about the wheel or any type of orthodox method of using that machine, you could do it like that. And that's it. And ready to... He'll be happy to melt this down. Oh, actually, he still has a little bit of something to do here.
Yeah, that piece got cut off yesterday. That square piece, I think.
Oh, that's what that stock was.
Yeah, that's one you had left on the cutter.
Yeah, on the machine when I left, yeah. Oh, okay, that's what it is. He wanted to block that in, weld that in, and then he wanted to hog all that out. Let me just finish cutting this off.
sometimes
You just gotta know what you're doing. Would you look at that? I hope Carlos is not too upset about that. I see one area that could be improved with a little aggression. It's free.
That's just broken at the tip by the...
Is this the good broken one or the bad broken one?
See, this is why you left that like that with no weld, so you could adjust it to fit your cut,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. See, I've been much more successful just like thinking exactly how it's gonna fuck up and how I can make
How
it
to fix the
perfect.
fuck up,
Yeah.
right? That's anticipatory.
You gotta think fuck up first. And if you ain't thinking fuck up first, you just
That's your
arrogant,
version.
and you're gonna have a lot more work ahead of yourself.
That's your version of planned non-obsolescence.
Yeah, exactly. See, look at that.
Look at that.
I can let it go now. It's
Sweet.
magic, little magic.
Yeah, buddy. Think she's ready to weld.
You know, it's not a quadruple bypass, but
Hey,
it's quite complicated.
as long as it gives you the functional clearance, that's all that
no,
matters.
it's beyond delicious in a non-barbecue welded, you know, piece.
Let's get Mr. Barbecue out here.
Weber!
And then finish it. Good. Some welding time.
See,
I knew that was gonna happen. I was just thinking that.
don't keep adding oxygen, just let it burn out.
Get some water on it.
I didn't see it because I was wearing a mask, but I heard it. I'm used to that noise.
It's not a first time, huh? Let's try it, let's see.
I'm glad I got that on
Left.
film. Don't look into the sun, man.
Yeah, right.
Burn your retinas.
I did that this morning.
Let's save this for the viewers at home. Beat it while it's hot. It's more pliable that
We
way.
stealing my slogans. Excellent.
Extra persuasion.
I think it's, well, you can't get it all. So, let's get. I'm gonna get you close all around. Because this, what it'll do is it'll angle the top of it more into the piece. But it's gonna want to open and both no matter what.
Yeah,
If you
I was like-
tack center, tack corner, and then pull.
I was like, I'm gonna tag the center, and
I could smash this half and then start on this half, and then we could come back and do that. Let's do that. That way, closer.
Alright, that's good.
Tack beat, tack beat.
Yes. Anything with beat in the. That you needed to weld behind here.
You guys.
Yeah, and the heat and everything, once it gets hot, it wants to warp with a turbo sitting in it.
All those temperature changes for those thicker, those thinner pipes, that becomes a problem. They get hot, they grow, they get cold, they contract, they start cracking. Years ago it was Bartec. 40 years later it's CLR Tech.
That rhymes. We got the CLR Tech manifold. The resurrection of the old car tech. At least as far as being compact is concerned. And I think you're right, man.
That's
It's like
solid.
kind of like putting a tube
Right,
over
it's-
here,
it's-
which is, you know, the circular weld point. This fucking bar ain't going nowhere.
You can't
Yeah, load it up.
buy tolerances with those bends. You know, they consume too much
And these
space.
things are a bitch to get off when the screws and stuff have been going through multiple heat cycles. They're rusted and shit.
Yeah.
Exhaust bolts, forget it. You don't want to be replacing this thing if you can avoid it, you know?
Yeah.
It should last the life of the car. And this will. This will.
Guess we're gonna have to learn Chinese to call Alibaba.
What I'm talking about. That's where I need that right there. All I gotta do is take a cut on the upper piece a little bit further back so it's straighter on the top one.
No,
Give it a slice so it could let the mouth straighten out.
That's gorgeous.
And that's it. That's why I didn't want to finalize it. But it's ready to go.
Oh yeah. That one I've never seen before. This one we actually got a model of it. I got this one and this one in the office.
And then, oh, don't worry, there's
No,
more.
I can't.
With the third gens.
I gave you the magazine that has this one in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Gotta have them framed, bro.
Yeah.
You got maximum cooling. You came to my house.
Yeah.
That's how I did my solar car.
Yeah.
I still need to keep cutting this pipe.
Think that tape will hold at full boost?
I put, when I couldn't get to nuts, I put a little bit of tape on it.
You know, there's always going to be a hater that's going to say, oh, he's using tape. I'm not watching this video.
You notice that there's one hater that always shows up.
I know, even today.
Oh,
How
yeah.
can he hate one episode 20?
You got 200 people going like this, and we got one guy always going like this.
It's probably, you know who it
all the shit I need.
There we go.
That looks pretty good, boy.
That's where it's at right now.
Are we far away from the sway bar?
1/4 inch. I could cheat it a little better, maybe another 8. It doesn't need to be much. Worst comes to worst, you could just mark it right there and put a lump in. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just gonna create clearance. It's not like gonna make a new pipe. But that's what I wanted right there. I wanted at least 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch gap in between the compressor housing and the pipe, because you gotta put a bump hose. So that's not gonna be so smooth with a cocked angle. So we can still go with that.
I'm gonna.
We can still go with that, because look, right there is pretty much suspended and centered where it's supposed to be. You could weld it right there.
You know those little.
But I need this fixed so I can mark the ring around that bottom one. It's not gonna.
You know, you have, from cutting the tubes, you have these little, like
Slices.
Little slices.
Yeah.
I can make one fit in there.
Either way, it's aligned is all I was worried about.
Okay.
That's definitely gonna work.
You already had a. make a jig. Make a little pipe where that has to go off the tank. Then it's relatively easy to do it. Same thing with this.
What size fuel injectors are you going to put on these?
Well, for the kind of power that this engine is capable of producing, you might as well get the right injectors from the get-go. So we'll go with like some 750s on the primary, and we go with some 2000s on the secondary. But I don't want to have that hiccup that I told you about that I'm experiencing in the Miata from the transition. But the Miata's only got 600s on the primary and 1600s on the secondary, or the old school style that basically dribble. So I like to go a little bit bigger on the primary side and carry the crossover point into the boost rather than from vacuum into boost, where it'll be more noticeable. So if we can carry the primaries into like 6-pound range, then the transition onto the secondary side won't be that noticeable. 750s, even 1000 cc's on the primary, and if I go 1000s, then I'll go 2000. If I go 750, then like double, then I'll get 1600s on the secondary side.
You have the fuel injectors to put in. You got to plumb the oil line to the turbo. You got to put the condenser in with the fans, with the duct.
Yeah, that's the next big thing, is the condenser with the fans. The rest of the stuff is basically bolt-on, off-the-shelf stuff. The fuel rail, the injectors, that's all bolt-on. There's no fabrication involved there. The wiring harness will go directly into that. Fabrication-wise, the only thing that we really have left to do once we finish this pipe, besides the AC condenser and the fans, we have to do the duct, when we already got that planned, is basically a downpipe off the turbocharger and onto the exhaust system. The rest of the fabrication is done.
You got to do the AC bracket.
All right. I made a template for that.
Well, and you're going to need a something for the oil filler neck, right?
Yeah, but that's minor, very minor. One of those 20V oil filler rods that I have there will probably work. I mean, we can put it here, we can put it here, we can put it back here, we can put it over here. Room to either buy an off-the-shelf jacket that all the turbo houses are making, which are made out of like ceramic and Kevlar, or we can just make a off the bolts that actually hold the manifold, make an aluminum shield to keep the heat from rising. The beauty about this thing is that there's a lot of room between the exhaust manifold and the intake, more so than on any other application.
Bosch what?
EB14s. They come in 3 different heights, and it's what full function sells for their fuel rail kit, which is what we're going to use. Direct drop in, and the resolution is fantastic. On a ported engine, you could actually idle the motor smoothly on 2000 cc injector, a big port motor, like a Bridgeport or something like that.